Hey everybody, Kenny here. So unfortunately I need to start this session with another apology. If you watched the last session, you're aware that in the session where I went and I fixed the audio, my recording software dropped all of the audio. This is an issue that's been happening for my setup for a while now. But it happens so rarely that, like, when it happens, like, I'll be, like, really proactive and and always be checking, oh, is the desktop audio going? Alright, desktop audio is good. We're good to go. Let's let's get started. Yeah, I'll be like that for a while. And then it'll stay good for so long that I'll get lulled into a sense of complacency, and I'll stop checking that if the desktop audio is going. And that's what happened last time. Wasn't paying attention to the desktop audio. Like my recording software dropped dropped that source, as it does on occasion, and I did an entire session with no VO, just me. Oh man. I mean, it's kind of enough to make me think that maybe I should just turn off the VO entirely, just so that in the cases, like, because I don't want this to happen again, but if it does happen again, I don't want it to be where, like, there's a bunch of dialogue going on and nothing is happening on on the viewer side, because it's just me, reading in my head while I hear VO and you don't. I kind of want to just turn off the voices entirely and just lower the voice volume all the way to 0. And also, that's actually another reason right there. I do not like Partitio's voice actor. I really do not like Partitio's voice actor. In Japanese, I really like Partitio's voice actor. Partitio's voice actor is awesome in Japanese. But in English, like, the guy they got to do, and I get it, it's really hard to be that high energy and not be annoying in English. And this guy did not pull it off. He did not pull off the balance there. Like Yuri Lowenthal, does a great job as Akari. And I'm not sure who is the voice of Agnea, but she does a very good job as well with the English VO. But Partitio, like, he is grating. Like, in combat, bring it on. Like, that it really gets to me. Unfortunately, last time, because there was no VO, because there was no audio at all, you guys didn't have to put up with that last time, but it really grated on me last time. That was having to hear Partitio. I mean, honestly, as much as I love, like, that character, like, his whole skill set and everything, I kind of want to remove him from my party as soon as we have more than 4 characters, just so I don't have to just so, if assuming that turning off the voices doesn't turn off combat voices, I kind of want to, swap them out just so it's not as bad.
Octopath Traveler. Octopath Traveler.
Octopath Traveler.
Octopath Traveler. Octopath Traveler.
Octopath Traveler.
Octopath Traveler. Octopath Traveler.
You see, like,
Octopath Traveler.
like, it's only Partitio's voice actor who, like, is, like, annoying. And I also kind of get, like, what they're going for. Like, if you ever watched 40 Rock, like, they probably, like, told him, oh, do what's his name, Jack, Kenny, from I'm trying to remember, I know the actual actor's name is like Jack something, but they're trying to have him be that guy. Yeah, which makes sense if you're you're someone with a southern drawl who you want to be super optimistic sounding. It's obvious that that's the inspiration that you want is that character. But man, in a game like this, it just doesn't work. It really doesn't.
Octopath Traveler. Octopath Traveler.
I'm gonna keep the VO on for now, but as soon as we reach the hunter, I think I'm gonna swap out Particio. Sad as I am to say that, or maybe just for my own sanity, when there's not a story scene, I'll just go into the settings and I'll turn the voices. I'll turn the voices off, just so that whenever I'm in combat, I don't have to hear the voices. That's probably the way I should do it. Yeah. That's what we'll do. Now on, I'll turn off every time we leave town. I'll turn off the voices. Nothing like a duet with waves.
I have a request.
Violinist, age 34. A woman who plays violin on a street corner every night with tones as mysterious and changeable as the ocean waves. Actually a famous musician, she finds performing solely in theaters too confining and thrives on the applause of passers-by.
Interesting.
Puppy dog eyes. Earn more from sales. And if I do, guess it counts as nighttime right now. $3 to 24% off.
Will this do?
Earl, age 8, the daughter of a trader from New Delsta, accompanying him and her mother on a business trip to the western continent. An uneasy traveler at first, he has come to embrace the joy of discovering the world, largely due to the kindness of a boy she met in this town.
Interesting.
What's our guy do? Is there a way to check what our followers do? Okay, I don't know if pressing this automatically dismisses them or if it gives you the opportunity to look at them before you dismiss them. I'll take the risk. I'm not going to try with her, but I will try with this one. Okay, you get to see. 1% chance to receive purchaser. Alright, why he's picked it. Because the other guy looks just like him, but he does basically what she does. Basically does the koi wink thing, but has got alligator tears or something. I don't remember what the chance is for that. I think it's only like 5%. I think Koi Wink is better.
Will this do?
Woman, age 31. The wife of a trader from New Delsta. Traveling with him and their daughter on a business trip to the western continent. Her husband so neglected his home life for work, the two came perilously close to divorce. But she was satisfied by the solution they arrived at. Traveling together as a family, they can all spend more time together. So, are one of you educating your kid? I mean, if you're all traveling together for work, then that means your kid's not going to school, right? Where is the item? You know, I'm gonna stop bribing people because I know that with the apothecary, you can just ask them for information. You don't have to. You're like basically like the way that the dancer can just go and ask people for items. You know, the apothecary can just go and ask people for information. You know, it's just level based instead of so basically, like the merchant can pay people to follow him, can pay people for items. And the warrior can pay people for information, but the thief can, you know, the thief has a chance to fail at stealing, you know, at getting items from people. And the dancer has a guaranteed chance to get items from people as long as they're at the right level for her. And the I'm trying to remember if, because I know that, so the 3 ways, I mean, there's 4 ways of getting information, right? Yeah, why is there more ways of getting information than the other? I'm thinking about it, and so he can bribe people for information. The apothecary can just ask people for information if she's the right level. The scholar can mug people. Which I think both gets you items and information. No, I remember now. Okay, so the scholar can mug people for items, which is, you know, you fight someone to get an item, or he can like his other, I forget what these things are called already, but you know, the active skill thing, you know, that you do when you press X on a person. Like he has one for getting items, one for getting information. Like the one for getting information is the one that has a chance to give you bad reputation. Then the thief has the way of gathering items that can get you a bad reputation. Items, information. Items, informations, and followers, I guess, are the three things. Because his thing is he pays someone to follow him. He has a chance of failing to get someone to follow her. And the cleric, I don't know. So the cleric can get someone to follow him, but I don't remember if the way the cleric's thing works, if it's like the level-based thing, or if there's something, if there's a different mechanic involved in that. And then the hunter also has a follower thing, but hers is based on items. If you have the item, so it's basically the same as the merchant, except that instead of trading money, like you're trading specific items, and she can only do it with specific NPCs. Or follower mechanics. There's entreat, purchase, stealing, and mugging for getting items. 4 different money things. Then there's bribing. Whatever it is that the apothecary does. I think scrutinize is what the scholar's thing is called. And then the cleric goes and basically fights the person he's trying to get information from. But like all he has to do, instead of, he doesn't have to win the fight, he just needs to cause a shield break on the enemy. If you can shield break them, then he wins. Yeah, so there's 4 of each. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah, so I'm not going to continue bribing people because anyone with 100 will guaranteed be able to just give their information to the apothecary. Stay on land long enough, the waves start to call. Let's talk to this one. Got my eye on a ship's galley as a cook. Ladies have always been my weakness.
I'll take good care of this.
Waves crashing on the night shore, starry skies above. Ah, I feel a wonderful tale here, just waiting for the right teller. There's the item there. We get there. Okay, go from the boat. My lad's been acting a little oddly these days. Seems my husband's up to some foolishness or other. It better not be some crackpot trading scheme. A gator tears, that's what it's called. Yeah, so 5%. Yeah, so whatever the other one is called is 3% better. Mom's been acting funny these days. It's almost as if we were hiding something. Okay, lady, you can have
I'll
this.
take good care of this.
Already closed for the day. I like to be alone. Oreo harpoon. Available. I wonder what that's about. It's not saying that we're not the right level, it's saying that it's not available. Hey, what happened to my house? Housey. There's a young fellow in the tavern's terrace, see? Spends all day there, waiting for somebody. He leaves when the sun sets, but then he comes right back and waits some more. Hard bargain. Save 20% more when using collect. Thing about me, I'm not afraid of dying if it's at sea. Booze is the best fuel for the sacred flame of my heart. More booze, I say. Let the flames rise unto heaven. Former you carpenter? What's that mean? May not look it anymore. I was once a carpenter. Grew up in the kingdom called you, and built all sorts of structures there. Kingdom called you. Was there a ku and a u? I mean, I guess it must be oo, not you. You wouldn't call your kingdom a letter. Kingdom of oo and the kingdom of ku. Or the Rochi plan. It's gonna be for something later. The performance in this tavern are unmatched. Excessive praise. % off purchases. I wonder where he is. Been waiting all night. I know this is the right place. What if something happened to him? So begins the tale, waiting all night and day. Grandpa, let's go to the cathedral? And maybe like she's saying cathedral, but with like a lisp, like cathedral. Grandpa, let's go to the cathedral again tomorrow. Okay, if you want it, you can have it. Chatting with my young granddaughter is a balm for the soul. Financial support. 15% off purchases. Some problems are easier to discuss at night. Know that I will always be here to lend an ear. Oh. Good stranger, pray lend me your ear. It's about my son, you see. Grew up wanting for nothing, and now I fear he's unable or even unwilling to provide for himself. He moved to New Delsta, where I can't help but imagine he's become a burden on society. Okay, so can't do anything over here. Okay, so almost all of the nighttime stuff. I'm not going to go and cross this boundary here, because I'm pretty sure that'll start... Yeah. You can see her on the radar there. So I'm not going to go over there just yet. I want to do the daytime stuff. See what skills you can get. I'd love to make Master Navigator one of these days. Homemade bouquet. You're more beautiful. Are you from Canobrain? This town is simply beautiful. Yeah, like the accent, the regional accent I'm using here is shifting quite a bit based on based on that kid that we talked to over there, the cathedral thing. Welcome to Canobrain. Looking for a place to stay? We've got rooms. Big brother's a sailor. Because before I was going for a kind of like Midwest Canadian kind of, but now I'm going for more like almost Cockney. Harpoon Foe, Realm of Prayer. Evasive stance, physical defense, or hat and amulet. It's gone. It's gone. Where in the world did I drop it? Last time I remember seeing it was in town in the Brightlands. Brightland. We know that Agnia is from the Leaflands. We know that Particio is from Oars Rush, which I don't know if Oars Rush is just the name of the town or if that's the name of the region. You know that Ikari is from like Ayunma or something like that. The Brightlands would have to be one of the areas to the east. It's definitely not where the scholar is. So it's probably either where the thief is or where the cleric is. After that, I boarded a ship and headed this way via Otohaha. Okay. Otohaha. But now I don't have it. Now I don't have it anymore. How could I be so careless? So begins the trail of travelers lost and found. Go check the... Oh, this guy has a side quest now. And usually the reason to come here is because there's a weapon upgrade for the apothecary at the top of the tower. But in the demo, like, this guy didn't have a quest. Although the side quests don't become available until you complete the prologue for the character, so that's probably why. Even two with a sword. And we already have a pretty good sword thing. Right. Actors who are only out at night. Like we need Hikari to gather the information.
I have a request.
Town Lighthouse Keeper, age 42. The Canobrine Lighthouse Keeper. And son of a... This Canobrine Lighthouse Keeper and son of a sailor who died at sea. When he learned that his father's accident was caused by an out-of-commission lighthouse, he took up his current profession to prevent such a tragedy from happening again.
Interesting.
Go on then, young lady. Take it.
I'll take good care of this.
I keep switching between Cockney and Maine fisherman. Need to commit. This one's meant for casting spells, and this one's meant for fighting. I think I've checked all the skills here. Different fire attack. That's actually a really good one. Not for now, because, you know, the chance of success is way too low. Later on, when we're not as worried about our SP, like, we'll definitely be coming back for this guy. That's disappointing. Okay, there she is. Another Hickler.
Will this do?
Beastling, age 30. A beastling from... Okay. So her town is called Totohaha? Why did they name it that? So it might be in the hunter's town, or it might be in the cleric's town. Beastling from Totohaha, who stowed away aboard the ferry to Canobrine after taking an interest in the outside world. He has no particular plan for what to do next, but cheerfully assumes that things will work out somehow.
Interesting.
Yomen City. Big. Very big. Wish more people knew how delicious the seafood is in this town. I see. Fascinating tale. I will allow. What? Saying that to us? Or to this guy? Oh, hello there. I'm just your average merchant. Nothing suspicious here, nope. For the right price, I'm willing to trade anything for anything. Dragon vase. Ancient treasure of Ku shaped like a dragon's head. Here at night also. Oh, 51 for the dragon vase. If you want it for free.
Will this do?
Suspicious peddler, aged 25. A roaming merchant often spotted in Canobrine, and frequent visitor to Inoyoma. Hushed rumors say he deals in illegal goods obtained in the chaos of war or by criminal means, but he has yet to be caught red-handed.
Interesting.
Okay, get the apothecary.
Nutrient deficiency. Too long on the open seas, I take it. I also see symptoms of severe dehydration.
Apothecary. Everything's going dim. Please, heal me.
Easy now, it'll be all right. Healthy, nutrient-rich food is what he needs most right now. If only I had some fruit.
Here's a healing grape.
Ah, grapes! Thank you. This is just what I was looking for. Here, eat this.
Thanks. I feel much better now.
Remember to maintain a balanced diet. That'll help keep you healthy. Take care. I appreciate the help. My name is Casti. I'm a traveling apothecary. Are you a traveler as well? I have lost my memories, and am searching for clues to who I once was. If you wouldn't mind sharing the road with me, may I join you on your travels? Thank you.
This is also a weird one for joining up. Hey, so I lost my memories, and you gave me a grape, so how about you help me out? It's weird motivation. I'm very curious how it is that the warrior, like if you pick someone else as your protagonist, very curious how the warrior joins up with you. Because so far the only character that has had like proper motivation to join up has been the merchant. The merchant's like, yeah, like I need to head out, and I'm taking any excuse, literally any excuse, to go and do what I need to do. But I mean, the others, like, oh, I dropped my purse and you found it. Help me out, With her, oh, you gave me a grape. Help me out. But like the only one who has been like, hey, you came up to me, you talked to me, we're best friends now. Let's do this. Like that's the only one that makes sense because of who the character is. Oh, I messed up. I pressed no. Go to the tavern now.
Pain or ill, I'll patch you right up. I'm sure you won't regret having me around. You choose the road for now, and I'll follow.
Casti, in addition to her apothecary skills, Casti can use the following special commands. Path action, day, inquire. Learn all sorts of information from townspeople. Path action, night, soothe. Administer medicine to townspeople to allay their pain and allow them to rest. Talent, concoct. Mix ingredients to create a variety of effects in battle. Latent power, every drop counts. Concoct without using up materials. Makes no sense. I've been waiting all day. I know this is the right place, but I'm getting tired of waiting here. Ah, okay. Yep, makes sense. One shows up during the day, one shows up at night. That's why they keep missing each other. I'm not really sure what the solution to this one is. I mean, like, I have an idea of what the solution might be. And if that ends up being the case, that's you kind of messed up. I'm thinking, like, the night person... Because, the thief and the apothecary can knock people out. I'm wondering, like, like if you need to knock the person out in order to, and then and then in the morning, they'll be there where the other person is. If that's the case, that is really messed up. That's what it is. But we'll wait to do that until after we've done her prologue. You're a tale. ST Chapter 1. In the Tale.
You have the power to save lives, more than any other. That's why you have to live. If anyone can create a cure, it's you. It's up to you now.
Look, over there! There's someone on that skiff!
I hear waves. Where am I? Am I on a ship?
Finally come to, have you? Feeling better yet? You've got the luck of the tides, you know.
Why can't I stand? My throat... too dry.
Easy now, lass. You've had a rough time of it. Drink up.
Thank you for saving me.
Couldn't well leave you to the fishes. How'd you end up on that little skiff, anyhow?
Skiff? I don't know. I can't remember.
Come on now, this isn't the time for jokes.
I'm sorry, but I really can't remember anything. Who I am, where I came from, it's all a blank.
I know one thing about you, lass. Your name. It's Casti.
Casti. How did you know that?
It's stitched onto your outfit. What's that uniform of yours anyway? Ah, right. Amnesia. Strange to think a person could forget their own name.
I have to remember. First things first, I need information. Somewhere to start. It will be difficult to learn who I am. Nevertheless, the crew of the ship should know more about the circumstances of my rescue. I should inquire about that, and the ship while I'm at it.
Path action. Inquire. During the day, Casti can inquire and learn all sorts of information from townspeople. Try pressing X near a townsperson. Casti must be at the indicated level to inquire. Rest up, Casti. Your body needs time to recover. Captain, age 55. The captain of a ferry connecting the eastern and western continents. Rescuing Casti was simply a matter of obeying his duty as a captain, but he feels a special kinship with her as she reminds him of his own daughter, who died suddenly in an accident.
Thank you.
Did you really lose your memories? Your story's the first I've heard of its kind. Clean the deck. Prepare to unload my cargo. The work's never done here. Glad I'm the lookout. I can see further than anyone else on this ship. Sailor, age 22. A rather slothful sailor who happened to spy Casti's skiff while avoiding his work. Though his dereliction of duty was revealed, his keen eyes earned him permanent post as a lookout.
Thank you.
It scares me to even think of forgetting my husband and daughter. Are you okay, miss? I've heard of amnesia before, but never actually met someone who had it. Should be able to see the harbor soon. Taylor, age 32, the fresh-faced captain of a ferry connecting the eastern and western continents. He became violently seasick on his maiden voyage and completely lost heart by the time the boat docked in the Brightlands. He will hand his resignation the moment he returns to the harbor land.
Thank you. Apothecary in a blue uniform, I see. Passenger, age 27. Soldier returning to the western continent, having completed his duties. While on the eastern continent, he heard rumors of a group of apothecaries wearing blue uniforms who killed a large group of people. Thus he feels Cassie's appearance is an ill omen. Thank you. I think that's about all I need for now. Based on the predominant currents in this region of the ocean, it's likely my skiff set sail from somewhere on the continent to the east. From my exhaustion and the severity of my dehydration, it's fair to estimate that I was adrift for several days. Hold on. How do I know all of this? Not much point in wondering. I should instead thank my lucky stars that I was rescued. Now, to go over what else I learned. This passenger ship embarked from the Brightlands several days ago. Its destination is a large port town called Cannelbrine. Perhaps there's someone there who can shed a light on who I am.
I wonder if Brightlands is just the entire eastern continent. That's just what they call the whole thing, not like a region. And so the harbor lands is the entire western continent. Maybe.
Ah, yes. These kind sailors brought my possessions to the passenger's cabin. Maybe they can offer some material clues as to my identity.
I mean, that gives us a massive amount of ground we need to cover for that side quest then. I mean, if the entire western continent is the Bright Lands. I'm sorry, if the entire eastern continent is the Bright Lands, that means it could be literally any of the locations on the eastern continent, or it could be in the Hunter's area. But I guess, like, if there's only one boat that goes from Hotohaha to the Bright Lands, then that'll be... And then, like, whatever port that is on the eastern continent will be the place that that merchant stuff is at. Was it the merchant? I think it was the merchant. They're either a merchant or just a traveler. And the guy who was kind of dressed up like a merchant.
I should sort through them before we make landfall.
The Apothecary's Satchel.
This satchel. I recognize it. It's mine. It seems rather hastily stuffed. I must have been in quite the hurry. Medicinal herbs. A mortar and pestle. For preparing salves and the like, no doubt. Well, well. It seems I was an apothecary. What's this? A white flower. Why would I have something like this? Yet another mystery.
Land ho! All hands on deck! You sure you'll be all right, lass? Hard to get by without memories.
I've remembered a little. Enough. I was an apothecary. I appreciate your concern, but no need to fret about me. I'll remember the rest in time.
That's so. Know the seas, and you'll know thyself. An old sea dog taught me that proverb. May the wind and the waves always find you well, Casti.
Thank you, Captain. For everything. What a bustling little town.
Hey, get a load of her.
Huh?
She's one of them, isn't she?
Yeah, no mistaking it.
I appear to be causing quite a stir. Oh well. First things first, I need to find clues as to who I may be. I should speak to the people of this town. I might glean some knowledge about my past.
Load the cargo and then Every day is busy as the last. Fisherman, age 33. A fisherman who gets drunk every night. He often falls asleep on the way home and has to set out for another day's fishing from there. Every time this happens, he vows never to drink again, but by evening that vow is forgotten. Fishing gleaned, a hidden item.
That was very helpful.
I'm closed for the day. You'll have to go elsewhere. Church is closed, so maybe I'll go fishing instead. Elderly man, age 67. Elderly man who attends church with surprising frequency. When leading his granddaughter by the hand, he is the picture of a jolly old grandpa. However, his habit of using the same granddaughter as an excuse to approach and flirt with every woman he sees has made him rather unpopular among the townsfolk.
Thank you.
Thank you, your leisure. Merchant, age 39. A brisk, cheerful woman who runs a food stall by herself. She has not taken a day off in years. Staying busy keeps the loneliness at bay. After closing her stall for the day, she broods over her husband, who has set out to fish one day and never came back.
Thank you.
There's no telling what you're scheming. Seems the clothes they were wearing had some kind of crest on them. Merchant, age 33. A merchant who deals in local marine products. He has big plans for the business, which he inherited from his father, and believes that expansion will be good for his family and the whole town. Privately, he prefers meat to fish.
That was very helpful.
Sailor, age 28. A sailor who works on the ferry, pretends to be a born and bred man of the sea, but is actually from a beasting village. The first boat he stepped aboard was the one that took him away from home to seek his fortune. He thought sailing would be a simple matter of riding the waves, and greatly regrets his career choice now that he knows how punishing it truly is. Mission gleaned, a hidden item.
Thank you.
Grape leaf.
I heard a lady in blue uniform arrived on the ship at the port.
Boy, age 8. Canobrine boy who in love with a girl from the eastern continent. He is trying to give her a gift that will convey his feelings before she leaves, but with little success. The experience has brought him face to face with his own cowardice for the first time. Mention gleaned, a hidden item.
That was very helpful.
That's what happened on the eastern continent. So you're not to go near her, am I clear?
Townsperson, age 31. Local woman who lives with her husband and their son. Before marriage, she was a florist, and even now, she does piecework
creating bouquets for people to offer at the church. She is also having an affair with an older man she's met there.
Thank you.
You homewrecker.
It seems I've been given the cold shoulder. In that case, I'll just have to try my luck with someone else.
I'm pretty sure that's the side quest NPC. The one waiting by the tavern.
Sask.
Excuse me, are you alright?
What's going on here? Is something wrong with him?
He's burning up. We need to get him inside.
Looks like sun fever. He's covered in rashes.
Rash, vomiting. It could be the onset of some sort of strange poison. I should have the herbs to treat this. Hold on for just a moment.
Path action. Soothe. At night, Cassie can administer medicine to townspeople and soothe their pain, allowing them to rest. Try pressing X near a townsperson. Cassie must have the right items in order to soothe someone. Are you really going to give that boy your medicine? Brother. Administer to a townsperson and soothe what ails them, allowing them to rest. Use a specific item to heal their hurt. Required item. Lycanthe Antipyretic. On hand 4. Soothe? Yes.
Step 1, lower the fever. Luckily, we caught this sickness in its early stages. Dash of lycanth seed mixed with some of these herbs should do the trick. Good. I still remember my craft at least. There. Drink up. Slowly now. That's a good boy. Phew. The fever's receding. He's sleeping peacefully now.
Your work was flawless from diagnosis to treatment. The very model of an apothecary.
Thank you, Miss...
Malaya. I'm a traveling apothecary.
Thank you, Malaya. My name's Casti. Sorry to say, I don't remember much else. I was an apothecary, but what kind I cannot say. I've come down with a bad case of amnesia.
What? Then how did you diagnose and treat that boy?
It seems my hands still remember their craft. Strange, isn't it?
Who are you? Wait. That blue uniform. It can't be. Get back! Don't you dare touch my brother!
What?
Senna! Did she hurt you? How'd you sneak in here? What'd you do to him?
Calm down. She's an apothecary. She treated your brother for his ills.
Out! You're one of them, aren't you? Heirs apothecaries.
Heir's apothecary.
Heirs apothecaries? What?
That blue uniform, that sigil, there's no mistaking it. The whole town's in an uproar about you, witch. Word is one of you pestilence mongers have been lurking about.
Pestilence monger?
And I don't care. Out! Out!
Let's go, Casti.
Who are these heirs apothecaries?
I've heard the name before.
You have? What sort of people are they? Why was that man so hostile to me? What's wrong with me? We have far more pressing business than my lost history. I fear Senna's illness is only the beginning. If I can't identify the root of this sickness, it could engulf the whole town. There's no time to waste.
You're going to help them, even after how you've been treated? Would your time not be better spent treating your own woes?
Saving these people comes first. As long as I can heal the sick, who I am is ultimately trivial.
The very model of an apothecary indeed. Very well. You have my aid. Let's split up and find the source of this sickness.
Malaya, thank you.
You're one of those heirs apothecaries, aren't you?
We won't let you fool us.
I'm sorry, but would you mind telling me about these apothecaries? I'm unfamiliar with them.
Don't play dumb. Everyone knows what that little band of apothecaries have been up to on the eastern continent. They travel around charging only a pittance for services. But it's all a sham. Their medicine is poison, and they've killed more than they've helped. I even heard they butchered an entire town not long ago.
I don't know what dark purpose drives them, and I don't care. Word is, one of them just showed up in town, and you're the only strange apothecary around here, so...
You may be right. The truth is, I don't know if I am what you think I am. I remember little of my past.
A likely story! We're on to you! Get off with you!
Who I was and what I've done, I cannot say. Nevertheless, right now, all I want is to help the people of this town. I'm looking for clues as to what is causing the people here to grow sick. Please, if you know anything, tell me.
Marlo, what's wrong?
Stop! Get away from him!
What's the big idea? He needs help. Or do you want me to leave him there to die?
I said step away. He may be contagious.
Contagious?
I knew it. The symptoms are the same. I need to ease his fever, and quickly. I'll carry him. All of you stay here. There. He should make it now.
She healed Marlo.
Just who are you, really?
Help! People are fainting from some sort of strange fever.
What in the world's going on?
Damn! And of course this happens while our healers are away.
Let me treat them.
So the town healers are away? Why is that? Why would the town healers all leave at the same time? That is super suspicious.
I'll check near the inn. The rest is up to you, Casty. Apothecary. We need an apothecary. Mom, are you okay? The ceiling is spinning. Someone, please help me.
Here, medicine.
Thank you. I feel a little better now.
Good night.
Can't believe what happened to that kid.
All right, answer me. Grandpas, one please help.
Here, medicine.
Thanks for saving me, miss.
Good night.
The man in his house suddenly came down with a high fever and collapsed. His granddaughter went looking for an apothecary, but she hasn't come back yet.
You have an emergency. I tried to bring the fever down, but it's not working.
All right.
Here, medicine.
My fever's broken, thanks to you. You have my gratitude.
There. I've done what I can for now.
The sickness is spreading fast. We need to find its source, or there won't be anyone standing before long.
Are they better?
We're out of the woods for now, but it's too early to breathe easy.
I'm sorry about before. I shouldn't have said what I did.
Senna gave me a tongue lashing about it too. He said you saved his life. I know I've got no right to ask this after how I treated you, but please, save our town, save my friends.
I intend to, but I need your aid first. Help me locate the source of this contagion.
Huh. Well, I don't know if this will help, but earlier today, Senna said the water tasted funny.
Hey, Ma said the same thing to me this morning.
Really? I boiled some water this morning and didn't notice anything strange.
The water? Of course. Maybe those who contracted this illness all drank the water without boiling it first. If that's true, then that must be the source.
A fine deduction, Casti. I agree.
We draw our water from a spring that flows out of a cavern south of town.
Then my course is clear. I must hurry to this cavern and cleanse the spring before the sickness spreads further.
We're coming too.
This is our town. It's our job to protect it.
I appreciate the offer, but I'm afraid I must insist that you stay. Cleansing noxious substances is dangerous work. Stay here and see to your sick.
Well, all right. Take care of yourself, apothecary.
Malaya, could you remain here to treat these people?
You have a habit of putting others above yourself, don't you? Fine. Just come back in one piece, Casti.
I'll try. The world needs more apothecaries like you, Malaya. I'm setting out for the cave to the south. I'll be back soon.
Okay. Before we do that, you're the only one who could have saved this town, Cassie. Before we head to there, get a nice upgrade up at the lighthouse there. See, I appreciate you taking care of everyone. Eat slumber sage and sleep.
Good night.
Got a nice axe upgrade here. Woodcutter's great axe. Instead of the small axe, we have a big ol' bonus to our chance and physical damage. Like, the apothecary is essentially the only character who doesn't get any support at all from other characters, like during the prologue. And the reason for that is because the apothecary is a beast. Like, this is like like, while the hunter and the warrior are the strongest combatants, like, this is the strongest overall character. You're one of the good ones, aren't you? You're something else. I couldn't do a thing. Thank you for saving my wife. Oh, we got that already. Head down this little side path.
My next patient? My turn. Here I know no cure for evil.
Head down this little side path. Get this. Powering ring. Now... He has crazy HP.
You are a poison that must be... What to... Well... Might. Forgive me. Life is too precious to risk. What to do? What to do? Here I go. Might, no mercy. I know no cure for evil.
I'm an upgrade for her.
You are a poison that must be well now. Forgive me. These bars are broken. Something must have forced its way in here. The wellspring is just a little further. I'll need to approach it with caution. Life is too precious to risk. What to do? My turn. This'll cool you. I'm terribly sorry. Here I go. These hands. What to do? What to do? This'll cool you now. Well, now. My journey will not end here.